Welcome to Potty Talk Live, where we take it into the trenches, the crawl space, the basements, and the kitchens and baths around the world to talk to plumbing professionals just like you. Hey, I'm having a great day. I'm your host, Richard Behney, the $1 Million Plumber, coming to you from the world headquarters of $1 Million Plumber here in Indianapolis, Indiana. And yeah, I'm feeling great. I love talking with you guys. I love talking to plumbers all over the world. And we're having a good day here. How about you, buddy? You having a good day? You doing all right? Yeah, you're nodding your head? Okay. That's the producer over there. Hey, he's having a great day. Glad to hear it. All right, man. So we are having a good day here, getting ready for the show here, looking through my mail and looking through my Facebook stuff. I love doing it, kind of seeing what you guys are up to all over the world. And hey, came across I kind of made a copy of it and brought it. See if I can't get it up here. Came across a guy's post. I don't want to say who it is because I don't have his permission, but just kind of sums things up. I love this here. It says he's trying to grow a company, talk to customers, scale, expand, be a leader, raise a family and a newborn any day now. Man, it sounds like this plumbing bro has his hands full, don't it? Man, but I love hearing that. The idea of, he's working on the company, he's talking to customers, scaling his business, he's juggling all the balls. You know what I'm saying? He's got everything going, You ever feel like that? And that's why I love talking to plumbing bros, the guys that have gotten in the ring. If you're out there, not just plumbing, but if you decided to, get in the ring, as I call it, and start your own plumbing business, man, you realize that you're the 1%. You are that 1% that has the courage to get into the ring, and carry all that weight, and you get in that ring and, you're going to get hit in the face. What was it that, who's the fighter, Mike Tyson, the champ, that said, everyone has a plan so they get hit in the face. So if you get in that ring, you get in that business ring, you are going to get hit in the face. Hey, it takes a man. It takes a man just like this guy that just did this post, talking about trying to grow his company and talking with customers and scale, expand, be a leader, raise a family, and has a newborn on the way. I mean, I kind of commented back that, definition of a man. I know it sounds kind of corny, but hey, it takes a man. It takes a man like you to get in the ring and start your own plumbing business. And hey, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. And I've been doing this for almost 30 years. Started just like this guy we just talked about. I can remember when starting out in a beat-up truck. And my wife, I had a young family and one on the way, just like this guy. And my wife would be out handing out flyers. And, I'd be doing work during the day and throwing boxes at UPS at night just for the medical benefits, just working, doing what it took. And finally you go from doing it yourself to a truck and another truck, and things happen. And before you know it, you're the $1 Million Plumber. And if I can do it, you can too. But there's some things you got to know. That's what, you got to know some things. And I put it down in a little report for you. It's the 7 must-knows to be $1 million plumber, and in it are the things that you got to know. The 7 must-knows. You got to know these things that go from just making a living to becoming $1 million plumber, and being able to provide that legacy for you and your family. It can be done. It's free to you. I want to give this to you for free. All right. There's no strings attached. There's no catch. It's free, all right? So if you just go to the $1 Million Plumber, I kind of hate to call it this, the fan page, over on Facebook, you can go over there to the $1 Million Plumber fan page, and you can click the Learn More button below, and you can get it from there. Or if you'll just type in free here in the comments, that's F-R-E-E, all right? It's free, not the number 3. Sometimes I don't speak clearly. But if you'll type in the comments free, I'll get that report out to you. All right? Isn't that a deal? All right, it's free. All right, it's free. Get it. And you'll be on your way to becoming $1 million plumber. All right. Here we go. Well, hey, this is normally the part in the show when I introduce our guests, but my guest is, he's missing today. You know, maybe he got trapped in that digital crawl space. I don't know. You know, you ever have those helpers or whatever disappear on you? Or the help that just doesn't, you know, show up? You know what? I was talking with a guy the other day, and he said, you know, that he had to finally fire his helper because, you know, he had an excuse he didn't show up for work, and don't you hate it when you guys don't show up? And what was his excuse? It was, he had to, his mother-in-law had to get her hair done. What? That's some crazy stuff, man. You know, what are some of the excuses that you've heard? You know, put that down in the comments for us here. I mean, I've heard everything from, you know what, I got, you know, we got a new cow. We're here in Indiana. You know, a guy didn't show up for a couple of days. They got a new cow. Okay, all right. You know, he's gone. Everything from that to, you know, I had to pick up my boyfriend's dogs in North Carolina. So think about that for a second. All right. Yes, it was a male plumber, and that's cool. All right. All right. Wasn't so upset about that, and wasn't even really upset about needing to pick up the dogs. You know, I'm a pet lover. I get that. You need to do that. They need some help there. And quite frankly, if he would have asked, I would have given him the day off, you know, to go do just that. But he didn't ask. He didn't show up. We couldn't do the job. And it turns out he wound up picking the dogs up in North Carolina. Keep in mind, I'm from Indiana. So he drove my truck to North Carolina and picked up a couple of German Shepherds, big dogs, and he didn't have them in the back, you know, with the drain equipment and that kind of stuff. He had them up in front in the cab, two big German Shepherds up in the cab, you know, and there was all, you know, paw prints everywhere and that kind of stuff. And so, you know, that was kind of a done deal there. So we heard it all. So, hey, if you have any, hey, share yours. Share in the comments, you know, kind of stuff you've heard from your helpers and help that just didn't show, all right? And it's kind of a good segue because I'm working on a post here for our GoPro Inner Circle guys, part of that membership. And it kind of leads right to this about not being, I think what I'm going to title it is, you know, No-Show Joe. Do you know, or can you tell me? Well, ask the question here. I'll put it as a question. Can you tell me what the number one complaint of customers are or is, not only just here in the U.S., but all over the world when it comes to their plumbers? I'll give you a hint. It's not the money, not how much things are cost. You know, how much you're charging. I know we hear about that, but that's not the number one complaint. It's not our work. Not that you know, our work is not good. It's not that even that we're a little messy. It's not that we create a mess or maybe leave a mess like we shouldn't. That's for another post or another conversation. All right, another training. All right, but the number one complaint worldwide with plumbing customers is not showing up, having us not show up. And man, that is a killer of not showing up. You know, I get it. You know, with you know, I get it being out there. You know, what are the excuses? And you know, the bottom line, you know, there is no excuse, but you know, the excuses are, you know, you forgot. You know, that's even happened to me. You know, I can relate to that one. I just actually forgot about this customers. I'll give you a hint. Customers don't like to be told that they were forgotten. You know, that doesn't make them feel good and gives them a reason not to call you back. Let's see, what other reasons? You know, it's not on the schedule. I've failed to put things on the schedule, or, you know, my people have failed to put things on the schedule. Again, the customer doesn't care. Doesn't care if it's not on your schedule. It was on their schedule. There being the key word. It's bolded and underlined. All right. Too busy. Boy, that's a killer. I get that. You know, you're too busy. There's a lot going on. The job gets bigger that you're on previously, and you know, you just got too busy. And again, the customer doesn't like to hear you tell them that you were just too busy for them. You know, ma'am, I was just too busy for you. They don't care, you know. You're, I don't know, what are some others here? Stuck on the job. You're stuck on the job. I get that. You're on a job that's going south, and you're focused on that job, and have been there, done that. I get that. Again, the customer doesn't care that you're stuck on that job. And here's one, and I get this one. There's a better job to do. The job you're on, you got two jobs up at the same time. They're on the schedule. You're getting kind of behind. And one job is a water heater job, high ticket water heater job with great margins. And the other is, I don't know, they want to, laboratory drain cleaning. Which one do I want to go to? I want to go to the water heater job. It's a better job. A customer never wants to be told that there was someone else, there's a better job. Okay. The bottom line is there's a couple things happening here. First of all, these are reputation killers. These will kill your reputation. All right. They will kill your reputation. But, a key thing that you hear, that you're hearing, all right, is that, it's about the customer. It's not about you. It's always about the customer. And, you got to think about it from the customer side. The customer is going to look at it as, it's a character flaw. These kinds of things. You fail to call them and tell them what's going on. You don't, of course, don't want to use any of these excuses, but if you do, it's a character flaw, which equals a trust issue. They just aren't going to have the trust for you. Okay, so they're not going to trust you. Another key thing that the schedule. They schedule the job. The schedule is more important than yours. Their schedule is more important than yours, and that's the bottom line. I know that we all have our own lives, and what we're doing is important, but their schedule is more important. And here we have Andrew. Andrew's chiming in here. Definitely, they are in more need than yourself. Most of the time, it seems to work out. There we go. That's a good thing to, there. You get it. Thank you, Andrew. They will talk about you. They will think about it. You ever have a bad experience somewhere, and you're with your friends at work, or you're hanging out, or whatever it is? Isn't it fun to talk about those kind of bad experiences? I mean, it's like bad news. That's why everything on the news is bad. It's emotional. So they will talk about you. Okay, and again, that goes towards your bad rep. So, what can you do about it? And it's a very simple thing. And we've already kind of mentioned it, but what you can do is call. 4-letter word there. Just call, and that 4-letter word will save you right there. It's an easy thing to do. I can tell you, then in almost 30 years again of being of doing this kind of thing, I can't think of it of a time when I've lost a customer because I didn't call. It can be uncomfortable, but it's a simple thing to do. You pick up, you get your little cell phone and you just call, and and Mrs. Jones, yeah, Mrs. Jones, this is Richard at the $1 Million Plumber. All right, yeah, yes, ma'am. Hey, I'm on the job before you, and ran into a little problem here, and I just can't leave this lady, without her water, and it's just going kind of south on me. And I apologize. I know you're on the schedule. Yes, ma'am. Is there any way that we could do this at a later date? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Jones. What would work out best for you? I can make this priority first thing in the morning. Would that be all right? Thank you, Mrs. Jones. Would 7:30 be too early? I'll get there early, and we'll get it done, get you taken care of. You'll have no more problems, and I'll get out of your way. All right? Oh, thank you, Mrs. Jones. I certainly appreciate it. I look forward to speaking with you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Thank you. Bye. See how easy that is? That's how it goes. That's all you got to do. Okay? That's all you got to do is call. Okay? So, is that clear? You got any questions there? Anyone have any questions on that? All right. Hey, if you do have questions on that kind of a thing, I talk with guys that actually just don't get that concept of calling. It's so they haven't made that shift of realizing that customer is that important. I know we think we should, customer is important, but no, I'm on the job here. I got to get this done. All right, but I don't realize that. Hey, that's not a problem. Well, it's a problem, but it happens. There's going to be things in running your plumbing business that you just aren't aware of. Okay, and so it's the way you can learn these things that you aren't aware of is to get with other plumbers, to be with others that are kind of growing a plumbing business and have looking for answers to questions as well. And I'm not talking about the supply house. You ever walk into a supply house? You feel like you're walking into a saloon. In the Old West. You know what I'm talking about. And you walk in, everybody's all bellied up there at the bar and leaning up. There's things you just can't ask the guys at the supply house. Those are your competition, right? They're just not going to give you a straight answer. And, you're certainly not going to ask your helper or your help, the guy that just took your truck to North Carolina. All right? Okay? You're not going to ask that guy, right? You need to be around others that are looking to achieve success, all right? And that's what I have for you here. I want to invite you to my GoPro Inner Circle Success Group, okay? Now, this is just a place where you can do just those kinds of things. It's a safe place where you can ask those questions. If you're looking to get more customers, how to make more money, how to grow your business, all right? There's industry news and updates, okay, just for you. And, there's expert business training, videos and posts. There's even, exclusive special videos for GoPro members. And we have the GoPro show as well, where we're interviewing industry leaders, around the world, from companies. Look forward to get the Delta on here soon, to Makita, to even, different business topics, those kinds of things. Plus, we have the GoPro Power Tools, all right? GoPro Power Tools, which is a whole listing of the tools that I use to grow my business. Now, I'm not talking about just tools, all right? I'm not talking, hand tools, those kinds of things. I'm talking the kind of tools that you use, administrative tools, legal tools, all these other kind of business tools for your business. So we have those kinds of things there, and then we have programming that we have to go over on how you can use that. So that's all available to you as a GoPro Inner Circle member. Now, that membership is free to you. All I ask is that you help me with the hosting and handling of the site. All right, so there's very little, but all that value there is free to you. All you need to do is go on over to themillionDollarPlumber.com/go-pro and see if I can't get that website address up here for you, so you can check that out. But that's themillionDollarPlumber.com/go-pro, and you can check out the information there and look to become a GoPro Inner Circle member. All right. Look forward to seeing you there. Okay. All right. Hey, I got a question for you. What are you doing to advance your business? Let me repeat that. What are you doing to advance your business? Now, I know that you're out there working it. Okay. You're working in the field. I'm not talking about the plumbing side of things. I'm talking about your plumbing business. What are you doing? All right. So when you go home, after you help, help the wife with the kids and dinner, all right? I know that's hard. You're tired. You've been working all day. I get it. There's been many times when I had to be reminded that there was others in the house, all right? But take that time to help your wife clean up the dinner and spend some time with the kids. And but what are you doing to grow your business? And other than sitting down after dinner and watching Netflix, all right? Doesn't mean you can't ever watch Netflix or watch the football game or whatever it is, but what are you doing to grow your business? And what I mean by that, we're all a little weak at something. You do something to advance your business, okay? It's not going to advance. Your business isn't going to grow on its own. So take that time to take an inventory. We're all weak at something, okay? Are you weak at the accounting side of things, okay? All right, you need to work that muscle out. All right, are you weak on the marketing side of things? You need to work that muscle out. All right, customer service, whatever it is. Some legal stuff. Whatever it is, you need to work that muscle, and you can do that. We got this thing called the World Wide Web. All right, it's amazing what all you can learn on YouTube. So spend some time in the evening, okay, learning more about your business. All right, and hey, GoPro Inner Circle membership would be a good place right there. There's a bunch of us there. Got a lot of information there, so check it out. Okay, so that's a good place. But take that time, all right, in the evening to work on your business. All right, fair enough? All right, guys. Well, look, hey, we'll get ready to wrap it up here. I want to invite you to join me tomorrow for tomorrow's Potty Talk Live. We'll have Mr. Cameron Ayers of Asheville, North Carolina on. All right, so we'll come, hey, check him out. Look forward to hearing what he has to say and how his plumbing life and career is going. All right, and as always, hey, I just want to remind you that you are wonderfully and purposefully created, and you were created to do great things. All right, so when you're out there in the trenches and the crawl spaces and the basements and the kitchens and baths around the world doing your thing, as always, plumb like a champion. All right, take care.